I am at the outdoor range today, just in time for Halloween, and the weather is not too terrible for being out at the range. Earlier today it was in the 20s, but it warmed up a little bit into the 40s, so I thought, let's come out and do some Halloween shooting. I've got a pumpkin set up. Maybe I'll try to do a little bit of pumpkin carving. Got a couple little targets there from the dollar store, or I guess the $1.25 store now. And a few other little dollar-ish store things set up just to do some little bit of target shooting. So I thought I'll come out to the range. I've got some Federal 22 caliber ammunition. I've got my Ruger 1022 with my T-dot optic on there. Let's see what kind of Halloween fun we can have. Not sure how much of that you can see, but I'll go take a closer look. Well, let's take a look here. We got these little skulls. This little pumpkin has got a few holes in it. There's a couple of entry wounds there, and this guy seems to be completely unscathed. Let's go a little bit more. Well, these guys are certainly taking some rounds, aren't they? I'm gonna say these things have pretty much had it. And these continue to withstand anything that is thrown at them or fired at them. All right, let's change our pace a little bit. Got a couple of targets over here, and we'll see how this pumpkin handles some 22 decorating. Well, that one decided to. This one doesn't seem to care. There we go. All right, I've got 10 rounds here. Let's see what we can do. I don't think my decorating skills are that good. Well, let's take a look here. Our pumpkin has got a few holes in it, but not sure that's exactly the kind of decorating we want. And for some reason, we have a really massive hole right here. Oh, there's the exits. Most of those rounds just made little teeny holes, except for that one down there at the bottom. Well, my decorating's not that great, but let's just keep shooting the pumpkin. Well, I think we've seen that my pumpkin decorating skills aren't that great, and that a pumpkin can withstand quite a bit of 22 caliber rounds on the front side. On the back, it is quite a bit of damage. Well, we've seen how these targets handle a 22 caliber. I have a few 9mm rounds. Let's see how things go with 9mm. For our 9mm, I have my Springfield Prodigy. Let's take a few shots just for Halloween. All right, 9mm pumpkin decoration. Well, probably not much decoration. All right, that was a nice hole right down the middle. Let's take a look and see a close-up of that. So this is some 9mm 124 grain full metal jacket ammo, and let's see what happened here. That made a big exit. Just a few shots. Let's see how our exit looks now. Big. You know, I've got a few more rounds. Let's do some shooting over here at these targets that handle the 22 so well. have to say, some of these targets are pretty resilient. These pretty much didn't last too well under the 9mm. Got a few bigger holes in here, and these, they have 9mm holes, but they are still standing. There's our 9mm. Here's our 22. You know, some people say that 22 caliber may not be optimum for self-defense, and it is true that it's not quite what other rounds might be as far as power, but looking at this pumpkin here, I don't think a bad guy would want to be on the receiving end of even a teeny round like a 22.